Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel once again. I want to thank everyone who has been supporting me till now, since we were at 35 subscribers. And now guess what guys, it's really growing. I'm at 100 and something, and we believe that soon we're going to hit 150, even 200. So thank you so much. I'm so grateful, and welcome to the last episode of how to get a flat tummy after delivery, part 3. Actually, this is the last episode. So we have spoken about so many other things that you should do, and that is in part 1 and part 2. And now in part 3, if you've not watched the videos, we have spoken about the other things that you're supposed to do in part 1 and part 2. If you've not watched that video or those videos, kindly do not forget to go watch and subscribe. Leave a comment if you think that will help. And even if you've not given birth, I think these are some of the things that can help you also work on your tummy or your weight also, because they're just related. Okay, so today what we're going to talk about are the last steps. 1, which is working out. Also, working out is very, very important when you want to lose your belly fat, or also if you just want to lose your weight in general, right? So I used to work out also, but I used to find some working out that will help me only on the tummy part. Yeah, but since I went through a CS, I did not want to do so exhausting exercise, so I could choose some exercise that will not hurt me. And I used to do this with my partner. That's where I used to get the motivation from, because everyone knows working out is not an easy task, and you can easily give up when you're working out. So you can work out today and tomorrow, and then the third day you feel like it's too much and I'm not going to do this anymore. Still lazima. So if you have someone who can motivate you, then well and good. If you don't have, find someone who also has the same goal as you, even a friend somewhere, and then do like a challenge. I used to do also a challenge with my friend Master, but it reached a point I was feeling some pain on my tummy, because I feel like I started working out too early, and the fact that I went through CA surgery, I think it was quite early for me. Yeah, so I can advise you can do some exercise, but kidogo, don't strain too much. I think personally I did strain. So sometimes I was feeling some pain on my tummy and some pain on my back, and I could stop for some time and then go back again. But all in all, I'm grateful that it worked. Yes. So working out is also very important. Kindly add that in the list. The other important part, you see people using chia seeds, you ask what are they like, what is their gain in using those things? My friend, chia seeds help in reducing, like cutting off fat and reducing weight. It does help. I used it. I never knew it works until I used it. It does work. So for those who don't know how chia seeds look, this is how they look. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, this is how they look. So they actually look, somehow I find them looking disturbing. They look like insects. I don't know. But they do help. And then sometimes I could lick them just for fun when I'm bored, and the best way to use them is just by adding them in water or smoothies, because even right now I was actually taking it, but it reached a point I stopped taking because I was now cutting weight kabisa, and girl was becoming too tiny. What? I was becoming too thin because of all this. I was losing a lot of weight, and yeah, like everything was like it was just overdoing. Okay, so this is how I've already shown you the chia seeds, but actually they look very funny when they're inside water. Okay, I don't know if you can see it through here. Hope you can. Do you see how they look? And then they're kinda slippery. they're not interesting, but they help, you see. Yeah, so you can just take this to your, just like as if you're taking water. Yeah, at least you don't feel them. Just drink. You see, like you're drinking water, you don't feel anything. So yeah, and when you're drinking also, just try and find where they are. You can even shake. If you're using a bottle, maybe for example, you can shake, like shake before you drink, so that it can spread everywhere, so that when you're taking the water, they are also in the water that you're taking. Yeah, so they helped actually. So that is shea seed. You take whenever you want to drink water, but if you feel like everything is going a lot, like you're losing too much weight and you're becoming too tiny, then it's allowed to stop or regulate on some things that you're doing. Like for me, I stopped working out and I stopped taking the shea seeds, but right now that my body is good again, I can still take them. The last part is breastfeeding. Breastfeed your babies until 1.5 years. Breastfeeding also helps a lot in reducing your weight. Actually, it is even most doctors will tell you that if you want to lose your baby fat, you breastfeed your babies. And then the fact that I had a baby boy, that guy, he was like breastfeeding without pit, like he was sucking all my breasts, all the milk in my breasts. I think that is the right one. He was sucking all the milk. So with that, it also helped me like reduce some weight. So it played a very big part. And I breastfeed because you see, like he was breastfeeding, and I think also it just happens in other people, like it is so different. Like when the kid is feeding a lot, you feel like even you're losing a lot of weight and you don't have the energy and all that. Even if you have a lot of milk, I felt also like stopping him from breastfeeding for at 1 year. But I don't know, I just found myself back again feeding him. When I went to the hospital, the pediatrician advised me to like continue feeding him up to at least 1.5. If I was able, I could continue up to 2 years, but that was a lot. But 1.5 is good, is the recommended years that you should stop your baby from feeding. Not less than 1 year. No, not less than 1.5. So yes, I continued breastfeeding my baby up to 1.5, and that also helped me to reduce weight. So if you also want to reduce weight, that is also one secret that you should take in very, 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 very seriously, which is breastfeed. Just breastfeed your baby. Breastfeed your baby for as long. If you saw my first video, the second video is where I mentioned some of the food that produces a lot of milk. For as long you take those foods, you will have a lot of milk. So even if your baby is breastfeeding, he'll have enough food. So yeah, you can just go watch the part 1, part 2, and then now this part 3, all the videos. I think if you combine the 3 videos, it will help greatly, even if you've given birth or you've not. But part 1 mostly applies to people who have given birth. I don't know. Yeah, mostly. Because you see, I told you, like when the tummy is still very fresh, if you tie it and then you regulate the amount of food that you eat, I think everything is just connected. But even if you've not given birth, then you can still try. It doesn't hurt to try, right? Yes. So that's it, unless I have something else. And of course, another thing is stress. Also stress. Yeah, stress will also help you. Of course, I think 90% of mothers who just give birth, it's called postpartum, the postpartum stage. Most women have that depression. they feel stressed. It's just a stage after delivery. So I don't know if you have experienced it, but I think most women have related to have experienced the postpartum stage of depression. So also that, you see, of course, stress also cut off some, it does, because now you see, if you're a first time mother, things have changed. Like your life has totally changed, and then also your circle is changing, and then you're not used to that life of hearing a baby crying next to you. Like, you're not used to the fact that there's a young one who depends on you fully. You're the one to make decisions for the young one. You're used to making wrong decisions for yourself, and your mother will tell you, no, you should not do this and that and that and that and that, and now you have a young one that you are the person to make decisions for them. It also comes with a lot, and that's why people end up in depression, postpartum depression, loneliness. So the depression and a bit of stress from that stage also helps cut off some fat in your body. Yeah. So I think I can just repeat. In this video, I've talked about working out. The other one is chia seeds. The other one is breastfeeding. And the last one is a little bit of stress. But if you don't have stress, please don't force yourself to have stress. Because there's no way you can force yourself to have stress. It's so hard. So, but if it comes automatically, well and good. But hope it's not a bad stress that's going to kill you. I was talking about the postpartum depression. That's a different thing from you having stress of abuse, stress from work, it's different. You get it? If you don't get it, you have to get it. You just have to get it. Yeah. So those are 4. I've spoken about 4 things in this video. The first video I spoke about tying the tummy, and I took you through how you are supposed to tie the tummy, mostly because I used me as an example because I had a CS. Then with the way I was tying, it's for me how because I went through CS. But I don't know if you went through a normal, maybe you can still do the same. For as long you tie your tummy, okay? And then the second video, what did I speak about in the second video? Eating, like you eat and you know how you eat. You eat with a purpose. You don't just eat because you give excuses of having given birth. You eating like you're eating for 1 million people. No, I spoke about that in the second video. And in the second video, I also mentioned some of the food that produces milk, and also some of the fluids that will also help you in producing milk. So you can just go watch them and then let me know if it will help. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Ebu, go, let me finish. I'm just finalizing. Water. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you so much for supporting me. I don't know how to express how grateful I am. I really don't know, but I'm truly grateful. Until next video, for now, I'll just say goodbye.